Is your diesel engine failing emissions tests or showing a check engine light for a heater circuit issue? You are likely dealing with code P2205. This code translates to nitrogen oxide sensor heater control circuit open on bank 1. This is very common on modern diesel vehicles like the Ram Cummins, Duramax, BMW, and Audi models. These engines use nitrogen oxide, or NOx, sensors to measure the pollutants coming out of the tailpipe. To work correctly, these sensors need to be extremely hot. The exhaust gas alone is not enough to get them to operating temperature quickly, so the sensor has a built-in heater element controlled by the engine control module, or ECM. When you see this code, the computer has realized the heater circuit on the bank 1 sensor is broken or open. Bank 1 refers to the side of the engine that houses the number 1 cylinder. If you have an inline 6-cylinder engine, you just need to consult your manual to see which sensor is designated as bank 1 in the exhaust stream. The symptoms here are usually subtle. You might not feel a difference in how the truck drives, but you will fail a smog check, and that check engine light will stay on. The severity is considered medium because while it might not leave you stranded, it is actively harming the environment and could clog your expensive exhaust after treatment system if ignored. The most common causes include a defective NOx sensor, a damaged wiring harness, or moisture getting into the electronics. Diesel exhaust gets incredibly hot, and the wiring for these sensors runs right along that hot exhaust piping. It is very common for wire looms to melt or for connector tabs to break due to heat cycles. To diagnose this, start by inspecting the wiring harness. Look for any melted sections or chafed wires where it touches the frame or exhaust. If the wiring looks okay, check the sensor tip itself. Diesel engines produce soot, and if you have been running a rich fuel mixture or an aftermarket tuner, that soot can cake onto the sensor and ruin it. If you have an aftermarket programmer, it is best to return the truck to stock settings to see if the soot clears up. Another sneaky cause is water intrusion. Sometimes leaks in the cabin can let water drip onto the engine computer, causing short circuits that trigger this code. If you confirm the wiring is good and the computer is dry, the fix is usually replacing the NOx sensor itself. However, be warned that these sensors can be seized into the exhaust pipe due to rust and heat. You will likely need penetrant oil and heat to get the old one out without stripping the threads. Once replaced, just like with other modern components, the system may need to be reset or programmed to recognize the new sensor.